What's happening, everybody out there watching? Honestly, that's so cool.
I'm Lexi.
And we're here today to tell you guys why we, in fact, just feel like we want to quit. We don't want to do this anymore. It's very, very stressful. It's a burden on both of us, and it's aging us very quickly. Now, in her defense, she's only 25, so she might age a little slower than me. But I feel like this is like causing me to become this old individual. I'm super stressed out, and the things that are happening are kind of unnecessary, and I'm always caught off guard. I think you're the same way, right?
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
So yesterday, a lot of things took place, and I don't know how many of you guys saw it, which is why I should not have made this video. Me giving light to the situation could be a bad thing, but me also not giving light to the situation could potentially be a bad thing as well. So I wanted me, myself, and Lexi to get a couple things off our chest on video for the viewers to actually watch and be able to decipher information accordingly. Because when you have one side of the story, we know how that goes. They only got one side. So they start to, some of them believe that side, some of them might not believe it, but they don't have any other thing to go on.
We come with facts though.
And that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna come with that. To start things off, yes, I am a single father to the twins, but yes, I also have another baby mama named Nike, which most of you already know and are familiar with. My child, Kamari, who was not in my last channel intro, she's coming, okay? There was a specific reason why I did that without her being here, and I'm gonna do another one with her being here, and I'm gonna do multiple while they're all here. It doesn't matter. I just want to touch on that before we get into this negativity. Kamari's mom and Kamari and I's relationship is very different from the twins' mom and I relationship. Me and Kamari's mom are super cool. We're transparent about everything. Kamari's older, so she can talk to both of us and let us know how she feels. And that is also a good place for me to let Lexi talk, because Lexi has already begun to create this relationship with Nike and Kamari, my baby mama and my daughter. And I want you to elaborate on how you think that relationship is going versus the other.
Well, I just think to begin with, I think it's important for the opposing side to get along with your new spouse or whatever, partner, for the kids' sake. I've relentlessly asked Royalty, or CJ, to ask Royalty if we could meet just for the kids' sake, because I know she was iffy about me and about meeting me, and thousands of times she said no. Now, me and Nike, we've talked a little over the FaceTime in the beginning, and then when we finally met, what was when you got shot, right?
Yeah.
We finally met, and I mean, it was organic, it was cool, it was nice, and it's just no drama. It's just, okay, Kamari loves her dad, she wants to see her dad, okay, that's it. It's simple, that's all you have to do. When we drop off the kids, you don't even have to talk. That's the only way she gets to see us, is just when we drop off the kids. We do all this luxurious stuff, we go to games,
Hey,
we go
I asked you to talk about the relationship between Nike. It seems like you're going a little bit farther than I wanted you to right now. We gotta stay in order, baby. We gotta stay in order. So listen, she's getting off topic. I wanna stay on topic. Basically what she just said was that it is very necessary for everyone to be able to have a relationship, friendship, or whatever you call it, for this co-parenting thing to work. And based off of her and Nike's friendship and relationship that we've all created, she and I wish that this was replicated on the other side. We wish that the twins' mom could be exactly like Nike's mom, and I'm not saying that in any hateful way. Honestly, this whole video, I hope no part of this video is taken the wrong way, but honestly, you guys can look at both sides and say the same thing as us. I wish that Royalty and Nike moved and thought the same when it came to co-parenting. Does Nike probably have some regrets or wish things were a little bit different? We don't know, because Nike knows how to move in a co-parenting way. She's not moving out of her feelings. She's not moving based off a relationship or based off if I was a liar or a cheater. She's not moving off that. She's already let that be in the past because it's all old.
She's being a good mom and doing what's good for her kids and the mental for them. That's it. It's simple, plain. And I don't want to be friends with Royalty. I don't want to be friends with you. I just want to be cordial. Your kids, the emotional distress they go through every time we drop them off is really horrible. It's horrible.
So back to what I was saying. Nike and I and Lexi have created this bond that is not normal. I'm not gonna say no one can do it, because it is being replicated in the world, but it's not the norm. The norm is the Royalty way, where you gotta argue, you gotta fight every time you see each other. And for those of you watching for the first time, I went without being in my kids' life consistently for 8 months because Royalty, the twins' mom, she wouldn't allow us to do this. She wouldn't allow Lexi in their life. She wouldn't allow me in their life, and she wouldn't allow the twins in our life as well. All this based off of the fact that I had moved on. Now, seriously, I know a lot of you are watching for the first time and you're probably wondering, who is this white girl? This has been my girlfriend for almost a whole year now. So if you guys are just coming back, I understand your concerns, but this is legitimately real.
Sorry.
All right? I'm not saying that what me and any other girl had wasn't real, because clearly what I had with Charlene and her kids was real, but it passed its course. We weren't seeing eye to eye, and I've said this 1,000 times, and I will say it again. Things change, people change, and so do relationships. That is the only thing that happened. I didn't beat anybody. I didn't steal from anybody. I didn't try to throw anybody under the bus. But we see what's happening now. We fast forward 10, 11 months fast forward. We had to break up back then, and today we're still arguing every time I drop off and pick up my kids. That has got to stop. So the court appointed me 4 days throughout the week to get my kids. I have to go and pick them up, and I have to drop them off. So basically, I have to see her doing drop-offs, and I have to see her doing pickups, which is something that would have never happened if I didn't go to the court to fight for my kids. A lot of you guys were telling me to go to the court and do things the right way. That is exactly what I did. I hired an attorney. I actually showed up in court in person, and I was awarded my kid. Now that all that has happened, I'm realizing that it's a lot more to getting my kids than getting my kids. Now Lexi has to see royalty. She doesn't have to if she doesn't go, which is what some of you might comment. She doesn't have to be there, but she's my significant other, and I feel more comfortable with someone else being there that has my best interest. Secondly, she has to see me. I don't want to see her at all. I'm not even lying. I don't want to see her. I don't want to hear her talk. I don't want to see her opinions or anything that she has going for herself. I don't care. I wish the best for her because she has my children and other kids that I was associated with. But as far as me and her, we don't ever have to see each other in life for me to be successful and for the relationship between me and my children to thrive. Every time I do see her, my heart breaks of just rage. Like I want to hurt something. Like I'm not saying I want to hurt her because I've never touched a female in that way, but I cannot continue to move like this. Every Thursday, my day is ruined, and every Sunday, my day is ruined. For those of you that know how to count, that's 2 out of the 7 days in the week, and technically, that is a majority of my week. So now I have to move as if I'm doing okay and everything's fine, but deep down inside, I am boiling because of this person. I want to call her a person, but she acts like an animal. I mean, I don't know how else to put it to not sound like I'm throwing shade or hating, but her and everything she's associated and affiliated with right now, that is nothing that I was associated with back then. It's totally off the rocker. It's like we're talking loose cannons everywhere. Everyone that I'm seeing be associated with this person is either a gremlin, some type of zombie, or some type of grim reaper, and they don't have anything positive going for themselves. I understand they're doing music. I understand they're trying to replicate the CJ So Cool lifestyle in videos, but what I don't understand is this pointless arguing, finger pointing, bashing, and the need to just show up with all this animosity every single week. So, for those of you watching, I know that she is watching. I know that her future husband is watching. I know that her mother is watching. I know that her little kids are watching. All of you guys that are watching, including her side, I'm talking about the hyenas that like to run around following her and bragging and boasting about her nonchalant lifestyle that's heading nowhere but down. All of you guys watching and participating in that side, I want you to know one thing. We will not let you guys conquer us. We're not going to allow you guys to take us down with you. We're going to continue to go up and post nothing but positive videos. If you guys are watching for the first time, I would like for you to do your due diligence and go back a little bit and do some research and say, I'm going to base this conversation that I just saw CJ and Lexi have off the last 2 months of their YouTubes. I'm going to look at CJ's YouTube. I'm going to look at Charlene's YouTube. I'm going to look at the boyfriend's YouTube, whatever. You can look at all of these different entities and you can decide who's trying their hardest to move away from the negativity and stay positive. I'm not talking about look at the views because clearly I'm doing the best in views. I'm not talking about look at the thumbnails because clearly I have the best thumbnails. I'm not talking about look at the titles or the video length. I'm not talking about any of that, the likes or the comments. I'm talking about you do your due diligence, your research, and you go watch 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, I don't care. Go watch a portion of each and every last video and you tell me who's actually telling the truth. Because there's some of us that believe that we're trying to avoid the drama, but we're making the drama. And then there's some of us that know that we don't want anything to do with it. And we're also showing that on our YouTube. So I want you guys to do that before you just continue watching this video and listening to us bash and brag and whatever you guys might perceive this video to be. Anything you want to add to that?
Well, I have a lot, but
I want you to go. Go ahead.
Good.
This video only came out because of what happened, so I'm going to go ahead and jump it off with that. We went to drop off my kids yesterday, and I had no idea what was about to happen. And honestly, I know you guys watching the media pages, everyone, you guys had no idea either. The only person that knew what was about to happen was Charlene, aka Royalty, right? I give my kids back to her. I give her Cordea. Everything's silent. Well, besides the fact that the kids are crying as usual when they see the mother and the grandmother. They're crying, Daddy, no, please, we don't want to go with them. Take me back to your house, whatever, right? Royalty, aka Charlene, puts Cordea, my youngest daughter, in the car in her mom's Jeep. She puts her in the car and she comes back and she starts cursing us out. She starts cursing out Lexi first. What's so funny? What's so funny? Ah, doing this crazy stuff, right? Lexi's laughing and I'm like instantly, we're not here to do that. What is going on
laughing.
here?
It's so funny.
I'm not here for this. You can hear me saying in the background, hey, we're not finna do all that. Because this is catching me off guard and I can see where it's going because her cell phone is like...
Before, yeah,
it's
that's
like
how
this.
I knew something was going to
She's
happen
rocking
because
it like
I
that.
seen her after she put Cordelia in the car. She went and then put it in her bra. And I'm like,
Did you start recording instantly?
Absolutely.
So we also have footage
By
because
the way, I record
we have courts
every
to go to.
time. Every time.
Why? Tell them why.
I record every time because, like you said, she's a loose cannon. You cannot trust
Because
this
we have to
person.
submit this to
We
the court.
have to-
That's why.
It's proof for the court. That's why. We're not doing it for views. We're not doing it for this or that. We're doing it for the court order. It's court ordered because this is so mental on everyone.
So basically, everything that happens, I know you guys are always in the comments telling me that I should do this and I should do that and record and document that. I want you guys to know this. I am 34 years old and I also run a couple of businesses that are successful. If you did not know, now you know. What that means is I'm always going to move the right way. I'm not going to play chess backwards like it's checkers. I'm going to play it like it's chess. Which means I've already documented numerous occasions. I've already recorded her several times. I've already screenshotted and had sent to me so many things that this case is sealed. When I tried to tell her in person, you're going to lose your kids to me. Stop. I told her this 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yes.
I texted her this too. I said, why don't you find someone that you actually can love and get along with that actually suits you, your channel, and your kids perfectly like I did with Lexi. I texted her this. I'm not making this up. I'm not throwing Lexi at her. I'm not throwing Lexi at you guys. I'm trying to tell the truth and be as transparent as possible. Once you find someone that is actually on your level, that adds value to you and your family and your success on YouTube, then I believe that we can all become co-parents or friends or whatever. But right now you're going down this path of this other guy who already fell off, got kicked off the team, was indicted, was arrested, video proof of all of this. Now he's making rap songs about him and his homies gonna pull up and jack me and pop me, and this is the type of stuff that you think is cool. It's almost hilarious that you believe that this is helping you versus hurting you. So this video is literally us crying to you, Charlene. We're begging you to stop. She's laughing, but I'm not. I'm dead serious.
I'm not. I'm laughing because I can't even believe we have to do this.
Stop.
It makes my skin crawl.
The last text message I sent her was after that little video she just made. I told her again, I sent her a video from my perspective of what she looked like, and I let her know, this is what you look like at the kids' drop off and pick up. Can you please leave us alone? We don't want no parts of this. And you know what else? I only make this video because I know that I will need this proof one day for you guys if what I just told my lawyer yesterday actually ends up happening. So this has gotten me to a point where I feel like quitting. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's why I named this video that. That's why I have Lexi here. I love Lexi. She loves me. I trust that she understands where I'm coming from when I say things like that, and she won't judge me because she saw how I've been with my kids.
Yeah, at first I was like, okay, but now it's just ridiculous. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's more than a lot.
It's a
So
lot.
what all this means, and the point and the purpose of this video is, I told my lawyer, my attorney, yesterday after I sent her the video, I sent her a long message and I said, honestly, I don't want to, and I will not do this anymore. I don't want to pick up my kids. I don't want to drop off my kids if I have to see and hear this individual. This human being is trying to make me out to be the bad guy. And honestly, what's going to end up happening is she's going to call her little boyfriend, and he's going to show up with his 3 little ho-ho-hos, and they're going to be strapped with their little guns and their knives or whatever, and they're
Riding for their
they're
master.
gang members, and they're going to be listening to her as she tell them, attack! And they're going to try to harm us and make us kill one of them potentially, and then we're going to all be in the hot seat. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be indicted for pulling out a
I don't
weapon in
wanna
front
have
of
to
my
use
kids.
self-defense.
I don't want to be Listen, they fall in the street. I'm sorry, you was a part of it. They all fall, but I'm not a part of that. Okay, I've been making millions for over 8 years, and I haven't had to fight. So why would I want to go out in the street and fight some random midget that got cut from the Las Vegas Raiders? He's broke and poor, renting everything off of her YouTube money, and now they can't afford to throw birthday parties for her own kids. It's too much going on here. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't care. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of the pimps and the hoes and the prostitution that's going on. I don't want my twins to be a part of it. But guess what? Since Charlene won't allow me to take the kids from her, they might have to just grow up and once they're old enough, speak for themselves and say, hey, I don't want to be a part of this, Mom. I want to go with my dad. Why are you holding us back from actually being successful?
It makes me want to cry for them.
I've already cried for them.
I know.
That's why this video had to be made.
We literally, after we dropped them off, we're so silent. We don't even listen to music because it's so
We don't even
sad.
listen to music dropping them off.
I
We
know,
don't
it's
like.
so
It's just like
heartbreaking.
a build-up. We have to just prepare ourselves for the worst. And out of 8 weeks, I believe 2 weeks went
And we
cool.
also have to lie and tell them we're going to the toy store because they're so.
Wait, 2 weeks
apart.
out of 8 went cool. And 2 of those weeks, she wasn't there. So the only time it's ever cool is if she doesn't come get her kids. When her mom and brother comes, it's still not cool because the twins are screaming. But at least we're not getting yelled at because she's not there. So honestly, if she can figure it out to where she never comes, we won't have an issue picking up the kids.
We don't see her at anything. We do high-end stuff.
I've never saw her anywhere besides that basketball game a long time ago, and that was a $13 game. Anyone can come. It just was $13 to get in. Like if I wasn't supposed to be there, I would not have been there. The places that I'm going to and that I go to, she will never go to.
Never. She can't even. Never mind.
It doesn't matter. We can get it all off our chest. This is our video where we're not hating, we're not throwing shade, we're not trying to be funny. We're getting it off our chest. Charlene, your boyfriend, whatever your name is, because she's calling herself so bull.
I'm pretty sure that whole team.
I don't know. None of you guys can afford to do what we do. You don't have. So basically, what happened is a lot of them are in this illegal industry of prostitution and pimping, right? And what that does to you in Las Vegas is it prevents you from moving forward as a regular individual. Once you get caught doing these things that they've all been caught doing, you get 86, which is what she's talking about, which means you get kicked off the property permanently. Your picture is saved in the back and the facial recognition picks up your face on every camera in the casino. So the places we go to and the events we hit, they can't go to because their face will be picked up from all of these illegal things they've done, and we don't want to be a part of that.
Imagine all 5 of your kids saying, "Mommy, I want to go see this boxer." Sorry, honey, I can't. I'm 86.
Or if we do go, I have to wear my ski mask to protect my face. Listen, the reason why she's wearing this dirty ski mask is because her face is known for 2 reasons. 1, the carpet walking situation she keeps referencing. And 2, the fact that everyone looks at her and recognizes her for being CJ So Cool's baby mama and not having that lifestyle anymore. So now she walks around in this fuzzy outfit every day and it's super musty. I only know because I have to pick up and drop off my kids. Everything is just dirty. It's like, I don't want to be affiliated with that. When I pick up my kids from you and they have these dirty blankets that you never wash, it is showing me exactly why they're breaking out and they're having these skin reactions because you're not cleaning them and your house is not clean and nothing that you're participating in is clean.
When you wear a mask every day, you're trying to hide the fact of your looks. But you can't call me a man because I'm so, I'm obsessed with myself. I love myself.
What's up with the man statement? You're a man, Lexi. You're a man. You're a man.
You're a man. You're a man.
Where are we getting this from?
Usually people that say that, if they look in the mirror, it's kind of scary. I don't even know what. I don't want to wear a mask every day.
I don't want to
get
off
off topic,
but she's right. You're right.
You wear a mask every day. That means you don't want to show your face. I don't
want my kids thinking that's cool.
No.
Because then they'll be like, I want a mask too.
Yeah,
I don't want to show my face. I notice we're getting a little bit off topic and speaking our minds and all these things we've always wanted to say. We're trying to say fast. But I want to let you guys know exactly why I think this happened so we can all try to decide why she's going down the hill. When I gave her Cordae, nothing was said, as I mentioned, and then she put her in the car, and that's when she came back out. The first thing she said, besides what's so funny to her comment that she laughed at on Instagram, which has nothing to do with anything, she tells her, "Don't touch my daughter's hair. Who gave you the right to touch my daughter's hair?" The only reason why she knew her daughter's hair had been touched is because typically when I give the kids back, Cordae's hair has been laid on, played on, swimmed in, and I don't know how to do the little edges. Well, things changed. We did an intro, and I needed Cordae to look better, presentable, right? I needed her to look as if she looked when she's given to me. So we did her edges. And that was the first thing that Charlene noticed. "Oh no, you're not gonna move me out the way because you're doing her hair now and now you don't need me because that's the only thing I'm good at." I gotta give it to her. She's very good at doing Cordae's edges. When I get Cordae, I feel like she is so beautiful and that she didn't miss out on anything. I know the truth. You just did that because you're about to drop them off. Cordae goes days with you without getting any attention, and I know this because the way that she comes to me. Her skin is looking scratched up, irritated and itching, and once I have her in my care and I'm able to take care of that, it's the exact opposite, literally. She goes home without a scratch and she comes back looking like she went to a war. So all of that happening and you getting mad that we did something to make her look better, to enhance her look on camera, it's kind of weird.
It's so weird.
This all happened because Cordae looked good.
It's like, don't take care of my kids. That's what it sounds like. Like, don't take care of my kids.
Don't try to be their mother. We don't
Don't
need
be
you.
a good person to
Call
my
me,
kids.
I'll pull up and do her hair.
You're freaking weird. Like, don't be a good person. It's like the weirdest thing to me.
It is. No, the reason she's like this is her mother. Let's keep it true.
Yeah, well, true, yeah.
Let's keep it true.
Yeah, true.
Her mother allowed her to be raised without a father figure, and now she's thinking that it's acceptable for her kids to be raised the same way. It's all of her kids.
But I wasn't raised with a father figure either, so you can't say that. There we go.
Doesn't matter.
Your mom
did your
raised me with
Did your mom
class.
tell you? Yeah, exactly.
My mom raised me with class, love. She raised me with love and intention. So it was pure. Everything was pure and with good intention. That's how I was raised, and it shows, you know? I handle everything with class. Period.
That being said, guys, A lot of this is out of context. A lot of this is out of order, but it's up to you to decide and decipher. You can go to the other videos. Like I said, you can do your research. I've already dropped this topic. I've already left them alone. And for some reason, every time she sees me dropping or picking up the kids, she has to say something. Why do you got my name in your mouth? Why do you got my boyfriend name, well, future husband? I'm gonna call him her future husband because he's calling himself so cool now. Like, so I guess that if you're marrying her, you take my name, even though that's
they're gonna
weird.
Have to have sister wives. So.
I don't know what they're gonna have. I actually don't care about them. I honestly wish that they just stop recording videos and live their life privately, because typically people like that, they don't brag and boast, because what you do when you're doing illegal stuff and then you're making YouTube videos, you kind of like bring the police in your own little vicinity. I have friends that's done this. I've had friends that has millions of dollars and they thought it would be a good idea to start doing YouTube and bragging about the money they're making illegally, and then it tied two together and now they're in trouble. Not saying that that's what you guys are doing, but it's exactly what you guys are doing. You're making videos and you're showing your lifestyle that is illegal, and then you never know what's gonna happen in the future, but I'm trying to help you guys think about it and stop. You're gonna lose your kids, you're gonna lose your freedom, and potentially could lose your life, and we don't want that to happen. So that being said, guys, don't forget that it is very easy and very possible to be co-parents. It is very easy to overlook all of your past experience with your relationship partner, and it is very easy and simple to live your life with your new relationship and let your ex live his life with his new relationship, and you guys come together as co-parents and co-parent the kids, because that is the most important part of this whole equation. Lexi, me, her, and her boyfriend has nothing to do with each other. The only thing we have to do with each other is the kids. So let's focus on that and bring it home. But other than that, I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I'm opting out until things get better, until she is removed from the equation. I don't know how much of this I can put up with. And I don't care what you guys say in the comments. You're going to be saying, well, think about your kids. Don't quit on them. And well, what about, well, if I commit suicide, which I'm not going to do, let's just say, if I was to commit suicide from being stressed the freak out from this situation, then what would the twins have? They wouldn't have me anyway. So therefore, I need to stop this train from hitting me before I step in front of the train and get hit. It's just the same thing. You're damned if I do, damned if I don't. But I'm telling you right now, I have an option to say that I don't want to do this anymore. I just don't. Because before I went to court, nobody made me go to court. I made myself go to court. She wasn't going to court, which means she wasn't going to give me the kids. If she wasn't going to give me the kids, what does that mean? I basically went and took my kids back. Yeah. Since I did that, I can say, you know what? I lose, I lost, I give up, I quit. You take the kids, and when they're 5, 6, 7, they're able to talk and tell you off, we'll see what happens then. Or if you decide to give up before then, because my plan is to give her the kids and allow her to see that she can't handle it and that she needs me, and then give me the kids back, and then I will have primary custody. So yes, hopefully this video is used in court one day. I will send the link to my lawyer and my attorney. I will show the judge personally, because my plan is to allow her to ruin herself. I don't want to be a part of that. Let her and her boyfriend do that. I'm going to be over here trying to elevate, because I have a large family and I'm trying to incorporate them back into my life. Because for those of you that do not know, my little brother, his wife, and their kids that he had lived with me for months in So Cool Land 5 years ago. They all lived with me and everything was good. But the relationship I was in wasn't. So I was not able to be as transparent as I am now with my brother, his wife, and their kids. And we didn't see eye to eye. So we stopped talking for 5 years. Then I got shot. And then my ex, Charlene, aka Royalty, wasn't a part of the equation. Guess what? My whole family came back into my life. So for those of you saying things like, he's using his family, he's just trying to get views, and first of all, you sound ridiculous. Who is not posting videos for views? Who has ever said, I'm gonna post this video and I pray to God I get 0 views? Never, right? That being said, everything I post is for you guys to view it. There is no other explanation. I don't want you guys to not view it. So some of these things that you trolls are saying is, honestly, it's just hilarious. He's only posting for views. What's the other reason that I would post for? Not for views. Get it together.
Doing this for 9 years.
I've only been doing this for almost a decade, and whatever. Anyway, long story short, my brother is back in my life. His kids are now in his life, which means they are in my life. So for those of you wondering who are these random kids, he didn't even have his kids. He has multiple baby mamas. He has some situations to take care of, and now he's got his family together. I have all of them at my house, and now we're all together. For those of you wondering about why would I film an intro without Kamari, hopefully I've explained that enough. Kamari will be here very soon. We will have multiple intros created this summer, and hopefully you guys like them all. But until next time, this video has to come to an end eventually, because I got things to do more important than tell you guys about my ex. Peace.
Hey, let me tell you a story, might get a bit gory. It was 3 in the morning, I was in the bed snoring. Heard a kick at the door, jumped up so quick, 2 mass, 2 clicks, flashlight pointed right in my head. Damn, I could have been dead. Hey, but I got a family to feed, but they getting closer to me. Them shots that went straight through my knee. Got kids who depending on me, so I'm fighting, it's them against me. I'm lacking cause I was just sleep.